same case ben or lav case ben. Ein shom Pirush Rashi. Hochamai. Shekosa. Teildas case ben. Lo yishona av, lo yishona teilda. In hizik mishalim. Odil Mala. That's a very strange Rashi. We asked the question that told us in Kietz and Lav Kietz, man. So I would say that if Telas and Maki Kietz Behem, so then they're equal. If they're Lav Kietz Behem, they're also Chayim, but different din. Rashi says, Odum Maloi, Loi means Lo Mishalim. We look at the Tumah in the Lav Kietz B'Marei Chaya, of course they're Chaya. So the different dinim, Odom and Kalim, this is an Avzim and Tameh, Odom and Kalim, and Tolim, Tameh, Ochel and Mashkim, not Odom and Kalim. Not that it's nothing different. When Rashi's learning, nothing. Anybody has Mafarshi, have Kamma? Who has a place? I just want to show you. But anyway, okay, we don't have it.
Mafarshi Talmud, that's what, green?
Yeah, okay, anyway. So we see Rashi says yes or no. So now, because on that Rashi, he is pretty good. Umashman Milshon of Rashi. Dim lav ki yitze behen, hatola betula gamri. V'chein mashvim milshon b'chol hasugya. Gabi maishna keren, shepirishon, maishna keren, dimachayim. In other words, it's equal to be mechayim. V'chein gabi rego, v'chein gabi bor, u'lochora eino muvan. Dim al hatoldos. Like a shiur kal. The Indian my nikru Torah. Well, I was there. Shmeina mi mestis novos mechalti the Torah. Ubal korach the gamal Torah kike shiur. What is I think the Jews have a good kasha. See if you'll learn generally, you'll see that they're told those, but they're not kids, they're different. Like shiur is different. We don't say shiur is part of the gamri. So now we have a contradiction of terms. If it's lav ki yitze behen, and they're not chayim, what do I call it a Torah? That's a very interesting point on that. I don't know what he's asking. Umay kumi boy lay out.
Could that be going on the Gemara, the boy in the Gemara?
Yeah.
Like why did you ask the boy once you made the cloud there told us?
Yeah. So what are you asking more for?
Like why is the Gemara asking more? Like because that's the remarking you brought was the shy, was the boy.
Yeah, but what my coming boy lay?
Oh, why does
if we don't know, what are they asking more? If it's lav kids, how can you not tell us what are they asking?
It's mashma since the Gemara made the tiyah that there's holdouts.
What?
Since the Gemara made the tiyah, avos nefal they holdouts.
Yeah.
So that means mashma there's a shiur there.
Yeah.
So then why do you have to ask why, according to Rashi's understanding of the kasha, of the question?
So that's
why does it have to be the question?
Okay, that's a good. The kasha is good. Since it says, since it says, ovos means just told us, and told us must be by definition a chiyuv. So what are they asking? Meaning to say that if it's lavke, it's a bad. So it's not even a told us. It doesn't exist. So what's the kasha? You only have one part of the statement. The other part doesn't make sense. V'hinei midivrei harif shamira diboyihi achila kadinim sheyesh menazikim. The Eish morning mitchilas and Yesh einam mishalem rak chatzi lesa midufa. Val zehu miriboy lon imatolos kovos linyan zeolon. But according to the Riv, is that since we see there is different dinim in general, so maybe there's different dinim here too. Not that it's not chaya, it is chaya, but different dinim. Very good. Geen mashu gam mit dem Rambam. Perik beid milchos niskein abo. Aloha. Allah b'farshti leiboi hachi. Ein shemediri Rambam. V'magid Hashem. וגם זה לאחר צריכים מאחד לכל תולדו נלמדס לעניין חיוב נזיקה מהאב שלו. also מאחד לכל תולדו נלמדס לעניין חיוב נזיקה מהאב שלו אם כן מהי תייסי יהי חיוב ביניהם לידין. That's a general kash. If it's learning from it, it should be the same. Now learning that. I want to bring you the Pnei Yeshua. The Pnei Yeshua. If you asked me, that which he learns a little differently. Let's just see the Pnei Yeshua. None of the points. V'hinei Besug Yeshon Mahu D'Tema Kipli Rachamei Tam L'Muad. The Gemara makes the Kali being Tam L'Muad Haile Mila B'Tlusha Amuchaber Se Makul Medicine. Vataz Hashem Hikshu. The Mehei Teis, where they learn that Im Tlusha Dayak Tlusha Im Shaoz Holasi Karen Minayu. You have a problem. How are we going to know Muchaberes? If it's from Tlusha, it has to be the same din as Tlusha. If it's from Shaoz, you can't learn it out. As it says, Kulhu, also Labarmi Karen. In other words, you have Bor Vachama now, you can't learn out Karen. Vim came. Mehei Teis in the sky, B'Mechoberes, Yesmin Palgan is you know it's more than Palgan is good. V'Arash B'Shem Hiksha Oi. Mehei Teis, the Mehei Teis in Neymar Kul Muedesi. How do you know it's Kul Muedesi? V'Amaylo Neim Ipach, the Kulo Tamei. Ein Shom, B'dibri HaTaisvus, V'Rashba. The Berach HaShmuel also brings down that Rashba, famous Rashba, in Simon days. Hiksha Rashba Adarabba Emakulu Tomei. The MC goes on the MC. The Berach HaShmuel goes on the MC. V'nira lo memezeh. What he's bothered with the problem is, if you have X, how do I know Y from the time? What would I say? So the Gemara says if I have Mechuberes, Telusha, I would say Mechuberes is totally Chaya. The question is why? The only source you have is the Torah. So where you don't know it from, like Tosa says. Because Rashi is saying, what is Rashi saying? Rashi is saying, either it's chayiv or not chayiv. Either it's chayiv or not chayiv. Okay. אני לא מבזה. הנה כבר נחלו הראשונים, במסק למסו שני ראש גגו, ונוף רוח מצויה והזיקו, ועושה דנייכר, גם אם הוא במעצד, מאיש ובו. Already learned that if you put Amnesty Masar Rosh Gago and it falls down, Baruch Matsuya, and it does damage when it's on the ground, we learn from Mahatzad, from Eish and Bor. Ma'adinam linyan Niskei Kalim v'Tamud. What are the laws of Niskei Kalim v'Tamud? Because if we're learning from Eish and Bor, so each one has a particular din. Eish is part of the Tamud, and Bor is part of the Kalim. So what's the din l'gabi Eish and Rosh? Per Kamma kam shehevid yesh b'hagdolim shekosu. The loy b'chayev b'hu elama shechayev b'shneiim b'Eish and Bor. Yechayev ha'bo. Upatri miniske kelen komabor, uitam kamaish. The kivin also min matzad even u'hakal shemishneim. That's one whose view is that. Yeshiva. Rosh choylei al zeh v'svirlei. The whole din bor yesh b'hem. Kivin de'eziko Botzer and Eichel. Uborgon, since it's on the ground, so in essence of the ground is a takola, so that's called a bor gomer. Hodi alfinu l'hu me'eish. This you learn from Eish, because it's not really similar to bor. Hainu rak linin ikach here, she'echayim b'hen. Av shekach amor b'hen. We only learn in a limited way that even if it's koach amor, it's still chayim. Aval achesh sheish lo mahayafus meish. The gam, the koach amor b'hen, ikachiyim nezikim. You notice it in of a chiyim nezikim in general. Chaza dinam, he returns the din. Liyais bor l'chalinam. In other words, when you had obviously the din look like bor, so you say, let it be like Eish. But Eish it can't, it only tells you that this is no chisar l'gabi dinei mazik. The general formula, what is called a mazik. It goes back to be bor. This is the Rosh. The whole shayah ziko, Botzer and Eichel, Hari domu labor, v'toz bor lahem, v'lektorzish. Ulochi chayiv gam b'tom. Why? Because it's bor. V'chein, b'bor ha-mizgagam, after tzrichem be'alifusim yishor, because I'm thinking about so you learn from Eish, and all the other three is bor and shor. Mikogam Torah is bor and beis. V'loi Torah shor v'chayiv shorabim, ayin shom minvam. Ulechora hador tzarech bina. Davis takes the other side of he plays one side against the other side. לכאורה צריך, דחיים נולף גם מאש, אם כן, מה הייתס לחיים יסם מאש? Why should we even pay more than Eish? Umay mahani hod the shame bore aleihem. So what is bore shame aleihem? Kiv dal upon a hare gaminu lechiyuvinu mechiv Eish. We still learn from Eish. We still can't be stronger than Eish. What you're learning. Ve'ah eich efshel achayvinu b'dvorim she'eish potu aleihem. Yeinofish chiyuv mechiv Eish. This cash is why should be stronger than Eish. Okay. It can't be, okay, not because you're learning out. I mean, but if this is one of the sources, they happen to be stronger than Eish. Not that it's mamish like Eish. Even it's not like Eish. But it shouldn't be. You can't be stronger than Eish. V'nira pashu. Dahari hod Eish pot ala tamim. Who ze mitzad gzeres hakosam? She'atorah pocher tamim ve'eish. Abu b'ikir din mazik hari lo shayni tamim meinotam. Gzeres hasozeh nema rak al eish v'lo al mashinu. That's his answer. You should unlearn that. That's a big chiddush. If we say we learn it from it, so how can you learn it? How can it be stronger? Because we have a rule that you can't, the child can't be stronger than the father. That's what you learn from. You cannot be stronger than that. Because like the word, it's called dayo. Can't be strong. But if you say, what am I learning from it? The general concept of mazik, that koach amur, it doesn't make a chilek in the mazik, but not that koach amur is a cause of why it's pot. But it's just, I don't want to say it, but it's like an identification, I don't want to say a shame, of what it is. In other words, the thing itself tells you that it's pot from Tamar. Eish. What is Eish? What makes it pot? Who knows? But Koach HaMurabo, we still Chayim, is to show you that that's the last. Still could be called a called a mazik. So therefore, what was the kasha? What was the tarot? The kasha was that if I'm learning from Eish, I can't learn more than Eish. I'm not learning this from Eish. I'm only learning mazik, that there's no chisar, no Koach HaMurabo in a thing that makes a mazik. High, it's stronger than Eish. This fact that it's part of a taman or bor, it's part of a kin, that's success akasav for the din. There's no relationship between the patur and the fact that ein koach hamur behen or bor is passive. That's why it's part of a kin. Now notice they can only do this, we'll see right away, only in Taman, Eish, and Bor. But when we talk about Rosh Hashanah, Rosh Hashanah, he can't produce that. Why? Because there we have a svara, orche and not orche. Orche is like Shane and regular spot of Rosh Hashanah. Malav orche is told in the Karen, Meshuna. Okay. ושפה ילפין אב לסכינה מסור, שני ראש גגו ולא ברוך מצוי והזיקו בוסם נחם מחייבי. דאיש שינך שם מזק. אף עם כוח אמור בו. אבל הנה פתור לתומם שמצד גזר סקוסם, אז הנה בוסי השם, אם הוא שם בור עולם, or Shem Eish Allah. Here's how he gets the word Shem. That big word Xeris Akosim, that word Shem. What is the patur of? If it happens to be the name bor or short, so that then a bor and a shor is potter. A bor is potter b'kelim, and a shor is potter b. An Eish is potter b'tamah. Until now, we learn there's a certain factor in bor that produces patur of kelim. There's a certain quality or a reason why your pater Eish b'tamah.
By Svara, you said.
Svara. No, the Torah says X. We see a difference between the two. Since that's the difference, this must be the difference that makes the difference. This says Shem. Who does this go against? This is against Rav Shach in this thing. Because he's learning factors and the Grizz is learning Shem. On what basis was the Grizz speaking? The Grizz spoke well by saying that if we learn it out of bor and Eish, it can't be stronger. There's another way out called Gila Milsa. The Gila Milsa what? Again, that the same thing he's saying, that what makes a mazik, what makes a parsha of Nezikin, even if it's not Koach HaMorbo, that's a Gila Milsa.
What does the Gila? I don't understand. What does it mean, Gila?
Gila Milsa means it's not a real limud, but it's just a dictionary, it's just a general concept to know. See, the problem is it a limud or not a limud? If it's a limud, then it should get the coolest, like the Gedolim said. So how can I have bor? So he wants to explain the Rosh his way. The way most people is not that way. They learn about Mishbor and the Eish is a Gila Milsa, but he wants to add another step. That the quality of patur b'eish, of Tamun, or patur b'bor of kelim, no relationship to a fact.
Why did he bring in Tosfot?
He has to bring in Tosfot because Tosfot holds almost like Rashi, in the sense that which Tosfot, by the way?
The first one he brought in.
The Hey Constitution and
From
because he holds like Rashi. Either it's Chaya, what's equal to it, or it's Potter. Where are you going to learn it from?
But why don't I have a different rule? Because that's not a Tzad Shava. That's a straight Dion, not a Tzad Shava.
That's a straight thing, right?
So how's it going to help him in our case here? I don't understand.
No, because that was defining to us, like the Rif. What is the question of told that Tziyon from left case? Because we've had a case of it that someone's written in the Torah and something that's not. It should be Potter. That's what Rashi said. And Tosas also said it. I'm going to get another copy. אבל לעניין פטור דתומנו מצד שיש על עניין בוסה איקה השם עם שם בור או שם underline the word shame Eish דתומן באיש פטור תורה ובור וקים דאחה יפוס הרי תורס בור על אמנסיקים לשון ולא תורס Eish. The question is how do you get Torah's בור on it? Because that's the problem. וממילא דהינם בכלל גזר של פוטר בתום. גזר של רק על אש בלבד, ולא הרי, וזה הרי אינו אש. כיוון שהזיקו בוסר לנייכו. זהו גם הראש לעניין הדינים שנאמר באבוס לזיקין השם רגע פתאום משרבם בפות על הקהל וישפות על התומם אין אונו משגיח על היפוסה אם ילפינו לחיים מאש ומבור או משם רגע רק צריך אונו לא דין על הנלמד בעצמם אם יש עליו תירס שור או תירס בור מן שם שור שם בור וכל שתירס בור בי אף אם ילפינו לחיובו מאש הרי הוא פטור על הקהל וחילתו וכן להפך ולהוכי גם המסכימו שהזיקו בוסר לנחל אף שחייב נומה גם מאש בשביל כך אמרו בהן אבל הן בעצמן בור גומרהם כיוון דזיקו בוסר לנחל וממילא דין נכלון בזרקוסם של פטור תומן הנורב על אש רק דניין כדין בור לכלו והשיטה החרש שהביא ראש ולay. So then what's the machlok in two svaras? The machal koponim beinon yalfusa gam me'esh din chiyuvo in kemela dein l'cho ben ela masha chayim beis v'tomfon. See, when he got to the machlokes, pivoting back and forth, he says, since we learn it out, it all says the chiyuvo. Manish. So really it's not exactly what he's saying. One is a he's learning it's not a yalfusa. He's learning it's only like a telling us that that in general we see by Eish that it's a mazik even though it has this chisar. We're learning, and therefore, what gives the name of everything? What makes the name? And that's a little shot in the Rosh. While the Gedolim, no, it's a Yalfusa. It's Yalfusa, then you learn that one from you. Okay.
Wait a minute, he's not learning, it's not a Yalfusa?
He's learning it's not a Yalfusa in the sense that we're learning directly from it.
So what is it again?
All we have is a Yalfusa. See, a Yalfusa learning, but what are we learning? Are we learning the general? Just, if you give me your page, I'll underline it. Give me your pen. That's right. Show it to them. See, what do they learn now? They're learning out the Alfusa Me'esh, that Koch Achmehem is called the Chiyuv Nizek. But now we're learning Eish. We're not learning Eish, we're not Mamish learning out from
Could you say you need to learn out Eish to get into the box of being a Mazik?
Right.
And then once you have it, it's, you're really not...
And each once it's in the box, the other one says Yalfusa.
Sounds like he is saying Yalfusa.
Yeah, but Yalfusa what?
What? Oh, the different sense, you mean? Not the Yalfusa that you have to take on the characteristics of
Yeah. Yalfusa in a general sense that this chisar is no chisar. What do we say?
What's the chisar?
Avna sekin maso. Avna sekin maso. Is lo domi labor. Because it is chisaron.
What's the chisar?
There's no koach hamurban. Well, normally when you do it, when you make a bor, you're the only one. Here, the wind blew it and moved it. You think that's a chisaron. And I'll show you a case where the wind blows and helps. It's not a chisaron. It's still called a mazik. That's what.
Something bothers me now. Question. It says like the reason why is because it's not mamish. The specific law of Eish.
What?
The law of Eish, I mean, Pater Tamo, is only discussed like, right? Only by Eish.
Only by what makes Eish? The name Eish. Gzeres HaKosav. Imagine.
Gzeres HaKosav.
Which means there's no relationship. Right? These words. There's no relationship between a factor. Why is Eish Pater B'Tamo? Rashi's learning not so. How do we learn normally? I'll tell you normally. You have a category, You have a dimion and a hevdel.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say normally? Let's talk normally without him. Normally you say like this. If I have a dimion and I have to have a klal and a prat, so I say, why is the prat different? Because this is the havdel. So usually I say that havdel makes the difference. Why he's weaker, he looks distant, whatever it is. That's the normal way. Like the havdel is the fact that he wanted to say no. We have a dimion and a havdel, and now we have a havdel gets it a name. And the name has its own rules. We don't know the relation between the parts. Usually we say that fact is the thing that causes it.
It's not connected.
Not connected. The whole thing is has to be
It's
not
very strange
connected.
to me, because
And you know, once it's connected, because if it's connected and we learn from it, so then you should have the qualities of it. Or it can't be stronger than it.
look at what's happening now. You're saying,
You think it's gone already finished. But the Avera also accumulates. Why does Avera accumulate? Because it got you a bad Midah, and that Midah affected other places and started to move. Avera, Goreres, Avera.
Borm is Galgal.
Borm is Galgal. Don't laugh. But therefore, it ends up in the end. That which was little nothing turned into a lot of things.
Unless you stop it somehow.
I read the biography, autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. It's at the end. He says, "I wanted to do tshuva in my old age. You want to go to church? I want to believe in God." He says, "But I couldn't because since I already laughed at it in public. So how can I go now and go to synagogue? Right? I mean, not to go to church. I can't. I'd rather remain, even though I believe more. I can't." So there's a guy named Vilnai, the guide. He told me he wanted to do tshuva, but I'm feeling he wanted to go to shul. I want to keep Shabbat. I said, but he can't. Because since he spoke about it with his liberal friends, how can he in his older age do that? It's an embarrassment. He can't take the embarrassment of his friend. There's real Isha Miss, he says, the heck with it. But one avera, a little thing, it like holds you back from doing much more. Like already you're locked in your own image of yourself, and you can't change. So that's like an avera. That avera increased 100-fold.
It's like the interest.
The interest is so big that you can't handle it. 7,000 shekels. It's a fortune of money. Like 7,000 shekels, I paid a water bill. That's right, I start paying water bills. Anyway, let's go. V'yesod tov hazem mizbar gam me'od esvila rav. Dam hasigma shehinicha b'shus harav v'eziko. Di lo yafkerinu have shiur v'chayim b'hu al niskei kelim. If he took honestly and put it into the Shusar Rab and he did that, man, he wasn't mafker. It's shiur according to Rab, right? Hari hovadai. Deliyan hayafus lo matzino milfinu mishor luchud kivin shein ber moachai bein dark le'alazi. He did not be mastisan, right? Really, he's really taking the toast and twisting the other way around. It says shiur, so we would think shiur, right? I said, but of course it can't be shiur. Why? Because when you look in the Mishnah, it says lo zev zeshvun ruachayim kare Eish morachayim. Lo zev zedakal echlahaz kare amor shein dakal. So what do we see? Eish is different than shiur. One is ruach hayim, one is not ruach hayim. Right? Eish doesn't have ruach hayim, so you see ruach hayim is a factor. And also leil hazik, and is not leil hazik. So now we have so Rabin had moved over. So we have a problem. How can it be sure? Two things. It doesn't have Ruach Chaim, and second of all, it doesn't go out and do damage. So anyway you look at it from the Mishnah, it can't be sure. It's involved in it. Has to be together. Ella, the Sfirle the Rav, the Achmed Yalfina mi Bor Lachayev Gam Ben Darkov Hazik Chazadin Am Segmena Shalev Kivin Liyesh Kimo Shor Betorah Shor. We'll go back to the words of the Rosh and say it's definitely what? Shor and not Bor. Umemela the Chaybu Gam Alken. Why? According to what he said, the Petur Kelim Toli Rak Betzim Hashem El Mazik. Hamazik Im Shem Shor Be'o Shem Borlov. V'kiv Dacha Yifuso Kol Takol Lo Yafkinu Kishori L'Ra B'Tor Shor Ola Ki Mechayev Ola Gam Al Kelim Ulich Baslam Klal Ma Dachayv L'Umad Gam Mibor. To become Al Kapota Kelim Shu Mixes Akos V'Nem Rak Al Bor V'Lo Al Eilu B'Soif Shesoif Soif Yesh B'M Torah Shor. What does he say? He says simply if according to Rav, Lo Afkirinu, what's the case of Lo Afkirinu? He put the stone in the street, and an animal kicked it, and it moved over. So what happened there? When it did damage, was it stationary or moving? Stationary. Why is it called shor? Because it's mama, but it doesn't have the qualities. It doesn't go to do damage. It's not alive. And those two qualities, alive and moving, the Mishnah says up here. So how come? So it can't be shor. It must be a shor and bor. If it's shor and bor, so why is he called it shor? It's because it's called like the Rosh. That you give it one name. What's the Ika thing? The Ika thing is shor. It's like mama. Not bor, because the main thing is, because bor is usually hefker, and this is mama. So therefore, it's not.
You wouldn't be chayav otherwise. If shor wasn't going right.
It would be out altogether, because if it's shor is alive and shor moves. It doesn't alive and doesn't move. So why is it shor?
Now say just bor. Could you be chayav?
But it's not bor. Why can't it be bor? Because bor is hefker. This is mama. According to the Rosh. So you get stuck.
But it seems like also this being, let's say, musar also goes into that gezer, also is connected with the gezer because of a bor. This specific
shor, right?
Even though it's not really a shor.
It has a shame short.
It has a shame shor.
Why? Because the larger characteristic is shor. Why mama?
It's more dominant.
To shor and by bor.
So therefore it gets that.
And that's what we're going to say right away. So dominant. Varan migash v'tshuva sal. Daf agav the bein ki chashavt lehu bor ubein shechav lehu shor ho konaf kedina b'matzad v'chayovim ninhu afilochi naf kemin lechiyu bei odom v'kelim di chashavtu lechayvinu mach mashein bornin hu ומחייבו אודם וקלם ויחושבתו ומחייב מחמשור שלמייני מחייבו אודם וקלם עד כאן השנה הרי להד בדבר רמי גש לעניין עיקר יפוץ לקה נפקוס הכלל בין רב ושמואל רק דפליגי אם לאח היפוס משור בור תור שור בו יתורס בור ונפקין לפתור again. We're going to go with this again. He's saying like this, he wants to bring a ride from Rabbi Magash. If I asked you, what is the Siba Machayev of bor or shor? It's whatever the common denominator is. What gives its p'tur, the shame bor, the shame shor? Let's read the Rabbi Magash if he says that. Bain I ki choshavtu, no difference if you call it bor. Bain if you call it shor. Ha konaf kedina. We learned the dinim b'matzad. V'chayev we learn it from the Matzad L'sibas Achiyah. Afil hochi nafkemina l'chivu bei. There's a b which way learn Adam Ekelim. Di chashaftu l'chayvinu machmishu bor nihu. If you say it's a chayim, it's because of bor. You will not be chayiv Adam Ekelim. Di chashaftu l'chayvinu machmishur. Shu chayiv will be Adam Ekelim be chayiv. So the Rimagash learns it's the Tzad Hashem that makes the Sibas. V'yinik Toys Baba Kamma Dav Gimel Cholkin Al Zeh Shehikshu Al Zeh Shehikshu L'Rab Domakul Mibor Lamanu Pirish Rajbam Dosu Mibor V'Shor B'Matzah Im Kain Mibor Nami Olaf Liftobu Kelim Kibor Ayin Shom. Check the Tosos. You know the Tosos, right? The Tosos. Look in the Tosos. I'll be back in. Look in the Tosos, please. Look in the Tosos.
Which one?
Yeah. You just look at it, I'll show you 1 second. I just wanted to tell you, listen, we have no empty houses. I just got a phone call. Woman in the Eish, don't put cotton on the line. All right, we ready now. Hine b'Tosfos, you saw the Tosos. So Tosos is according to Rav, it has to be short, right? And the Rajbam said it's born short, right? And you should get the Patur of Kalim, of Bor, even though it's called Shor. Hari Shilata, says the Im, Achai says who Gami Bor. That's the kingdom of Matzah, Torah Shor Alayo, or the Torah's Bor. Mikom Tzorlios Patur, Mem Al Niske Kalim. Vahainu, Kishita Sheni Shevi Arash, Sheni Yesh Migdalim. So Tosos goes into that sheet. The whole also, the Matzad, Yavin Lehakal Shivishneim. The Eish L'chayev ala nilmad yosem ha'alamed. Underline that, please. The Eish L'chayev es ha'nilmad yosem ha'alamed. You have to know those words. Underline those words, please. ואף בדברם שפטורן מצד גזס הכוסף גם כן עדין כן וכן הוא בדברי דף ה' גבי קישורס בור בעיניי עושה כולם במצד אלא למה יוחסו כסינו מחמלה לחוכסי וכוסו תושו שם דכולו יצריך למכתב לחי בנס הכלם. Now that's his real proof. Now this is a key piece. The kulo itzrich l'michta. Why do you have to write him? Haredim ach hoyum nilmodim b'matzad mibor v'chari potur b'ukelim. So I learned ma'atzad bor and chamena. It'll be potur b'ukelim. Well, if you masha nema lamala, that's in other words. We put this against you need a pasuk. Tell me a chayav kelim. L'fi ma shenemar lamala b'shitas harosh v'hari magash. The gam im lo hoyu kisve ovos nazikim behenya. Rakav grimi bor v'chamina gam ken hoya chayav ben ala kelim. Doloi patra Torah kelim rak b'bor v'loi b'ma. She'eno bor. Urini chiyuv shapavi alfil mi bor v'chamana b'matzad. The chiyuv nezikin toli rak b'dark alazik shor alecha. V'chol shal alazik shor alecha chayav av she'eno bor v'lo eish. Mushum zeh havei mischayav kol adala v'zlikin. Aber Patude Kalam Shu Toli B'Shem Bor Zeh Ein Rak Bor V'Lo V'Sharo was Zikin Avshech Chiyuv and Umay Bor Kivan the Sof Kol Sof Einam Bor Rak B'Chayim Mishum Dakan Azik. And a Tyson's feel like Kishita Sheni after B'Dor Patude Mixak Ramkin Ein L'Chayim L'Amal Yezun. What did he say? He tried to bring down. See, he's a smart man. He's showing there's a machlokes between Shitas Tosvos and the Rosh. And the Rosh learns Dafke the name bor, and Shitas Tosvos is like the Gedolim. You got to get both. That's why Tosvos in Daf Gimel says the Rashbam says there should be part to became Yischaim became they got lost. What do you do? And in Daf Hey, Tosvos says that you need a pasuk to Machayev Kalim. Why do you need Machayev Kalim? According to us, if you learn Bar V'Chamenei, it doesn't mean you learn from the depends what the name is. So therefore, you see, Tosfos holds the shita of the Shar Gadol. So he made a much like this, the Rosh, with on one side and Tosfos on the other. The fees and nearer. Now we're up to the piece he had. The fees and nearer. The Zehu Gam B'Yadiv HaGemara. The Mao the Taimi Ki Pli Rachmin Tam Lamuad. Hiding Mig B'Keren Tlush Amuchor Besem Kulum Edesi. And what was our problem? Our problem was, why should Mechuberes be Nezek Sholem? It should be the Chatzi Nezek or nothing. What do you know it from? Mishum Lefi Ho Emes La'acher Sheksuvim Kol Adal Ovos Hare Kol Din Chiyim Zikim Toli Rak the Dakal is going to Sholech, which is the Tzad HaShava. Kiritan B'Misna Tzad HaShava Shebehet. V'lo Nemnu Kol Hashem El Shela Ovos Nezikin Rak Linyan Chilukei Hadinim Sheish Behem Kirvur B'Daf Hey the Chikasu Nachman L'Kul Choseihem ומילא זה רק לעניין לחוסים, הוא נאמר כל החילוק שם של בור ואיש. אבל לעניין חיובה, הכל תולו רק בדק לשם הסולחה. In other words, the tzad HaShava is the Sivas Achim. וכל שדרכו להזיק שהוא הסולחה מחיים. ועל כן, זהו דקומר גמר מהו, דתאים קיבלו רחמין תם למוד, הנאמין בקרן תלושו, רוצה לא אמר, להרי, he's saying this is talking about after the tzad HaShava. It's only got by the dinim. What's the name? Mishari Hilchas or Amasiyim Sheish Bekeren Hulach